I don't think Thomas Franco has it.
No, hey, what's going on?
Welcome to the Retro Ranger wrap-up. Usually it would be the Ranger wrap-up first, but Josh fucked up. So here we go with Retro First. And we're going to be talking about Power Rangers Turbo. One of the... I'm not going to go there. It's a lukewarm season, to say the least. By the way,
it really is.
You know that shirt that you have on right now?
Yes, it is now, like...
You can't buy those anymore.
You can't buy those anymore.
You literally cannot buy them.
You guys had your chance. You missed it.
Limited edition, to say the very least.
Well, limited edition, but it's been 2 years up, so if you didn't get it, it's your loss.
I mean, I've got a box full of them, so...
Josh can sell those out of his garage.
Yeah.
Maybe
on eBay or maybe a giveaway. But
let me just tell you right now, Nintendo sent us a cease and desist. Why? Because we used the Pokemon logo.
Wow.
Nintendo.
It's not even the Pokemon logo. It's like the teams.
Yeah, see,
Nintendo, go fuck yourselves.
Hey, but that's when you know you're doing something. That's when you know you're doing something well. When you get their attention, they're like, "Oh, we got to stop them." So,
But it took them how many years? This was Power Morphicon, not 19, but 17.
17.
Yeah, it took them a while.
I mean, wait, that
they're
doesn't
slow.
match up. I don't know how to math, right?
I don't.
So what do you guys?
I'm
18,
about it.
17, 16. Power Morphicon 2016.
Think about that.
Are you guys ready for Power Morphicon 2021?
No.
No, 2020. Sorry, 2020.
Ooh, not yet. Right?
It will be.
Not yet.
Not yet?
We have a lot of things planned, so stay tuned for that. Make sure
boy.
to follow the Illuminerdi if you want more information on some PMC details in the future.
Yeah, that's right.
Definitely.
Follow.
See,
And go to our T-Public
I was just
store
gonna say,
before
talking
other
about
shirts
shirts.
get banned.
Talking about shirts, you guys might as well head on over there to T-Public. Check out some of the shirts that we do have in our store. I believe you may have the description. It may be in the description and the link below, where you're able to go to it and check out and see what kind of cool shirts we have.
Oh, we have a new one
And
for
do we
October.
actually have?
We
Do
don't?
we
It's
have
not there
that?
yet.
Oh.
But, I mean,
okay.
I have it.
Okay.
I just
All
haven't
right.
put it up yet.
Okay.
We could probably do that today.
Well, if you want to stay tuned for the Ranger wrap-up on the next show, we will definitely premiere it there, so make sure to watch at 6 o'clock the Ranger wrap-up.
I love the smile Joe did. Joe was like, even though I said I didn't want to do it right now. And then you just said it, so now he's like, ooh.
Well, whatever.
It'll go up.
I love it. But hey, it's going to happen now, too late. So whatever it is, you guys will see it then. So now it's something to stick around and look forward to.
And also, coming up later on, or earlier next year, we're working out all the details, but get ready for the Illuminerdi's first event.
It'll be a small one, but we'll
Small
be
one.
building up towards PMC, so don't you worry.
It's going to be a lot of fun, though. A lot of fun. You guys ever think about... Hey.
I'm sorry, man. Hey.
Do you ever think about doing a watch-along with some of these fans?
I thought about that.
I think it would be fun. I think it'll be fun for our Patreon
Oh, it's a good
fans.
point. Patreon
Because they've
fans.
been talking about the Power Ranger movie, the non-canon Power Ranger movie, for a really long time.
True.
Doing that one. We could do the 2017 one, too.
Well, yeah. I got news about the 2021 movie. Just kidding.
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
wait, what?
whoa, what? I was like, see, now you're going to make everyone upset. They're going to say,
Hey, are you guys... this is my first year in 3 years that I have not been in New York Comic Con, and I am relieved. Nothing big went on out there.
But it's New York. But you don't like New York.
I don't really like New York. I think New York is a trash bucket of a
whoa.
It is.
Whoa. It's
It
a
is.
cesspool.
It's compact. It's crowded. The only good thing is you can walk everywhere.
Yeah.
The
Well,
weather kind of sucks.
can't walk everywhere.
But I like Southern California way more. I think that the conventions out here are better too. You
Oh
have
yeah,
ever
compared
been?
to New York and
I've
Comic
never been
Con.
to any out-of-state convention.
Yeah, San Diego. I think San Diego Comic
We should
Con
try to send
is
you to
better.
Dragon Con.
I really want to go to Dragon
We
Con,
should try
especially
to-
the cosplays that are there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
super
like. We should
exciting.
try to send you there. That would be dope.
Okay, let's talk about some.
No.
We got the.
Power
We got
just
3
kidding.
episodes. We got 3 episodes to talk about. First one is Robot Ranger. The second one is Beware the Third Wish. And last but not least, we have The Gardener of Evil. Now, these 3 episodes are pretty interesting. They're kind of run with the story arc that's following is it not the Phantom Ranger? Is it
Oh yeah, the
and
Phantom
Blue
Ranger is
Senturion?
done, but
So,
I don't know.
yeah.
The last 2 episodes are a 2-parter. The first one kind of is just like random robots. Rangers are robots,
Very true.
and
Very true.
That episode
Yeah.
is very Twilight Zone to me.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's super weird.
definitely.
Um,
Man,
It actually kind of had me interested. Like, there's very few episodes in Turbo so far that have caught my interest, but actually seeing Ashley's arm open up, and I kind of felt on Justin's side for once in my life, where I was like, what is going on?
At the very beginning, too. I mean, we get a cold open,
Yes.
and here we get, she's opening up her arm and starting to repair because we spilled water on her. And I'm like, okay, this is completely different. Where am I? What did I miss? Why do I not know about
And
this
you know
robot
something
lady?
is wrong, because usually the shakes would fall on Bulk or Skull or Lieutenant Stone.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
New Ernie.
That's true.
So,
New
and,
Ernie.
And the fact that it's on Ashley is weird. So it does open up this whole thing with all the Power Rangers. And the conspiracy builds when you find out, like, yo, TJ, Carlos, they're on it too. And, like, Justin's like, I don't know who I can trust. And I actually did feel for him in this episode.
I did, but the thing is, what I did like just some of the subtlety, as far as like, okay, here goes TJ humoring Justin. All right, let's go ahead and spy on them and see what's going on. I don't believe you, but since you're a teammate, I respect you.
Yes.
And since I respect you, I will humor you. And I was like, I like that. It shows like the more inner workings of a team.
Yes.
And I was like, now that is a good option or movement for a leader. TJ finally did something good as a leader.
But it's a small thing, and I feel like this episode kind of got lost in having 2 monsters and 2 fights and more sequences, and it was a really bizarre kind of waste of time, and I wish they developed the whole robot ranger thing a little bit more.
Yeah, I really do. It was not fair that they were like, we need a control one, and what we're going to do is make you our control, like, you know, the child robot. The control, like, kind of thing.
How long do you think it took to make that Carlos mask? What do you think?
The scary...
I love how that's the question. Joe's like, hard-hitting journalism. How long did it take to make that stupid mask? I wonder. I don't know. Look at that thing.
Why doesn't he sew those?
The actor himself to just be like...
Yeah.
Oh my
at his
God!
boots.
He should do one. And just have it
Sign
just
the
sign her
forehead or
forehead
something?
and then hand it out to people. They're like, oh, and they can take
I'm
a
a
picture.
marketing genius,
Oh
Power
my
Rangers.
God. And they get to take a picture with that mask in front, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're welcome, kid."
Actually,
There
that
you
would be
go.
really good. You should pitch it to him.
I don't feel like that mask is extremely hard to make.
No,
I mean,
no. He can mold one, and after that,
Especially
have
with
it
3D
done.
printing, too. They could make a mask that actually looks like him at this point.
I
Yeah.
know, they could seriously.
Oh
But I
my
think
God.
that I like the episode because I forgot how I thought that for some reason I thought that this episode sucks. But then like dive deep.
pretty good.
It is actually decent because
Yes.
like I said, there is an element of like of Twilight Zone in this.
But also, like, the thing that they're like, okay, these Rangers or robots can morph into Power Rangers.
Mike,
have their
that was my
powers,
question.
And they're sending them to Altar, which is where Zordon lives, right? So
Yeah.
is Zordon building clone
Clone
Rangers?
Rangers are what he said. Apparently he needs them there.
Yeah,
I guess,
and they
but
didn't touch on it anymore. And I was like, why are we wasting time with 2 monsters? I want to
let's go over there. Yeah, I want to know what's going on
Is
with
Alpha
them.
5 doing okay? Is Zordon doing okay? Why do they need Power Rangers over there right now?
Yeah, do we
I
ever
have way more questions.
And do we ever see the Robot Rangers again?
I don't think so.
Complete
What the hell, man?
waste.
Come on, writers.
Complete waste.
Then why even mention specifically
Oh my
Altar? Like,
God.
throw them somewhere else.
Yes, anywhere else. Why did you guys even make them in
Put
the
them in
first
the basement
place?
with the Alpha 7, 8,
I
and
mean,
9.
I think it would have been smart. I don't know if it's honestly. I'd have to go back and watch, but I don't know if it's addressed when Power Rangers Space starts off. Like, oh, Zordon was captured, but like maybe the Robot Rangers got defeated.
Oh.
Maybe
If-
it's a throwaway line.
If they
real
could tie
quick.
it all in together, it would work.
Maybe they do.
But I don't think they do.
Well, I'm going to
See-
keep my eyes open for that once we get into space. Because, man, that was like my biggest question. I was like, what's going on? Where's Zordon? How's Alpha?
My
Also,
question-
what? They can morph?
that's
Are they
what I
still
said.
robots? Or do they still have Power Ranger powers?
Yeah, like, I
'Cause
thought
the
you're-
morphing sequence, like, actually went on. It's
Thomas
not
Franco says the Robot Rangers came back in the legendary battle in suit only. I don't know. That's not confirmed. Number one.
Really? How would we know
How is
that?
it in suit? But they're the same Power Rangers.
Yeah, wait. So that means we had 2 of the same Rangers there at one time.
Well,
Like we had 2 Zeo. One
TJ does appear as
they're
Turbo.
not Zeo. They're Turbo. Yeah.
TJ does appear as the Blue Space Ranger.
Oh, and then there still is a Turbo.
Cassie has and the turbo suits are also there.
Okay.
Oh,
It also
so I
could
get
be-
I get how that would be an answer that people would love to just.
But it also could be a
Boom.
continuity error. Like
Yep.
They just messed
Yep.
up.
I mean, I feel like a lot of this in Turbo kind of is like, or early Power Rangers in general. That's
I
not
feel
the
all-
big game.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
no big brain like game to any of these story arcs.
God, none at all. There isn't
Except for
any
like
at all.
the power, like the going back to kids, the alien rangers, and finding their crystals and all that. I was like, wow, you
That was-
actually did build something.
They put
over...
something together
Yeah.
and it was smart and they had a plan. But then after that,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
But a lot of
There's
questions in this
There's
episode.
not a lot of through line plot points that really stick in Turbo.
Not at all. I mean, and look, just to let us know.
The Phantom
that
Ranger arc was an actual arc, though.
But it
was
didn't
really-
amount to anything.
No, it didn't.
Nope.
And he doesn't show up and it doesn't pay off, which is one of those things where it's like, this whole season is pretty much a throwaway season.
Yes.
Which is unfortunate. Because, man, the cast, like, I'm still not latched onto any of the Rangers. At this point, how many episodes in with these new Rangers after they transferred over? And, like, I still don't have a favorite. And I don't really care if any of them, like, change over or die or get switched out with somebody else.
Honestly, it's one of those where you're like, can we just hurry up and get over to what's next?
Yeah.
Like, really, I'm really done with this.
Space
You guys
is
are
next.
not, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm not looking forward to watching these episodes because nothing is
The
happening.
finale's really good, though.
Well, that will be fun finally when we get to it, but it'll be good for a lot of reasons. Kind of like how we watch Doctor Who and we can't wait for to say goodbye to Rose.
Which will be happening today at 7 o'clock, so stay tuned for Live from Gallifrey.
I love it. That's why I gave it to you. I knew it. I was like, I'm
That was
gonna
a good
lob it.
setup.
I'm
Good
gonna lob
setup.
it. Bow. Oh, okay. So this episode, we went through it pretty quick because, once again, nothing really happened.
Yeah,
Robo
none of our
Rangers,
questions are
no
gonna
one
get
cared.
answered.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No one cares about the Robo Rangers. How do you guys feel about the episode?
I like it. I'm going to give it a solid 4.
And those of you in the chat, put your
Is
ratings.
that what we're doing now?
Yeah, do a comment.
Yeah,
Put a comment
okay.
in the chat. What do
Give
you
it a
rate this?
solid
This
four.
episode
Solid
was-
4.
Okay, Joe's giving a solid 4. What about yourself?
I don't know. I'm going to give it a 3. Now that I know that this doesn't amount to anything, because I was super excited to talk about this. Of like, oh man, what's happening with Zordon and Alpha, Altar, and there's,
we get more.
Again, Phantom Ranger. Like, what started off strong, my curiosity was like 4s and 5s, and you know, had to drop down to a 2 at the end. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
being pretty generous by giving this one a 3.
Yeah, you
I
are,
feel
because I'm
like.
giving it definitely a 2. I'm upset and dropped down to a 2 from a 3 because once I just found out, wait, I'm never seeing them again. So this episode was all a waste to me. It was like literally a dream episode. F you.
And the
F
double
you.
monsters that don't amount to anything. And why do these
don't even
monsters randomly
care.
show up at Divatox's door? I don't understand. Like, she's not making them. They're not even friends anymore.
She
She's
didn't
like, I'm
give
here to
phone
serve
call.
you.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like,
what?
I guess a lot of people over favors, man. You know?
I just show up unannounced and be like, well, hey, I got news for you. Go blow up down in Angel Grove. See you later.
She's a space pirate, you know? She's in charge. And she's
I
the queen,
don't really
apparently,
get. I
also.
don't know any other space pirates, and I'm pretty sure their organizations aren't as shitty as Divatox's.
That's true. I don't think so at all. I think she's just an idiot. But let's see what actually other people are giving us right now.
Balance this on your head for the
No,
rest
I
of the show.
cannot. Let's see. We got do it on yours first, and then after that, I'm down. Just right on your brim, because I want it to be hard to do. All right,
Is it empty?
Blackwing. No! Blackwing gives it a 2.5. Kamen Rider Blur 01 gives it a 3.5. Larry Newbill, 3.5. Edward Sanchez, 4 out of 5. Thomas Franco, 1.5. Wasn't feeling it. Jared Hodges, I give it a 4 because it was like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Can't argue with
That's
that.
the only thing
Well,
that really
4 of
was
you
kinda
guys are
familiar.
right. 2 of you are wrong.
Oh, wow. Boo, Joe.
That's true. That's true.
Next episode is Beware the Third Wish. Now, this episode was...
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Is it? No.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
whoa,
No, I'm sorry.
The Gardener of Evil.
Wait,
Was it the Garden of Evil?
You start
I thought Garden
jumping
of
and
Evil was the
hopping
last
around.
one.
Let me give you some notes from last episode.
Oh,
don't care.
yes.
You jabronis.
Yes.
This episode marks the final on-screen mention of Alpha
Really?
5.
I
His
thought
current
so.
whereabouts are undisclosed from this point forward.
Oh,
The
fuck.
resolution
Oh, yeah.
of Bulk and Skull subplot is shown during the credits in place of the standard episode bloopers. Robot Cassie was the only robot ranger whose identity was not discovered individually by Justin. That means he didn't see her robot parts to find if the truth as he discovers her real identity when she attacks him along with TJ and Ashley, both robots. Let's see. Though the episode could be considered filler at first, the episode is now a key element in explaining how the full Turbo Ranger team could participate in the legendary battle. So I guess this is fan fiction.
Third Wish.
People really try to justify that. Do your thing, though. A lot of shots were cut from the episode due to them featuring White Racer, whatever that is.
What?
Yes, this is also the first episode where she is a factor. The next episode will be the Song of Confusion, which borrows footage from the episode she debuted in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This episode is very similar to A Star is Born, not the movie, from season 1.
Okay,
I was like, there is no parallels whatsoever
what?
to any iteration of that movie.
And then
Tell
it
me
has 2 monsters that were
something.
not adapted on their own because of their footage. Flashheads screen time was mostly spent around Red Racer and Beauty Zonnet, so that it could be used for another thing. There is an error here in this episode, too. Justin automatically assumed robot Ashley was evil / bad, despite knowing that the robots such as Blue Senturion could be good. So essentially, Justin is a robot racist.
Oh, good for him.
Huh.
But Justin is also a robot. Can you be racist like that? I guess so.
Oh,
Justin was a robot.
I
That's
think
true.
so. I think so.
He was a robot, so, I mean, I guess you could still be racist against,
Definitely.
Our next episode is actually Beware the Third Wish, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad. I don't know how to number things.
Daniel, kick us off.
Well, Beware the Third Wish. This one, of course, had to do with a coin that was tossed into a wishing fountain and Justin making a wish that made no sense to me when you actually think about the history that he had with his father. His father hated him. Remember, guys, he was so happy to walk away and wash his hands of Justin.
Yeah, he's like, I have a dojo.
Yeah.
Your mom died. Sorry, I
That
can't
was
deal
it.
with you.
But yeah, Justin was so hard pressed to wish for his dad to come back, and
Dude,
he had
but as a kid, though,
he had
as a-
great memories of his dad. Even though the last time when he did talk about his dad, he was like, forget him. So what?
I don't know. Pick your part.
I don't. But I can see it. Like as a kid, you do kind of,
Yeah.
you think about things. And you're like, oh man, everything's so great, it's so beautiful. But you're like, dude, he just told you like he doesn't care, and he's gonna make money.
It's not that he didn't care. It's just like, oh, my dad's closing down the dojo for so many years. I'm pretty sure he's just working it and doesn't want to come down and take care of his own child.
Yeah, let's live with that. That's hard.
But I mean, this little bit, like for Ashley, I was like wishing for world peace. Are you going for Miss USA? Like, I don't know. A lot of these wishes, I was kind of
Ashley
like,
does
all
seem
right.
like the nicest person ever.
But they don't
She
really
does,
develop her.
yes.
It's all like very superficial. I wish it had some other connection to her character. At least Justin's wish, or like we know he has issues with his dad, so it shows
True.
that he's willing to accept him back into his life, and wants to have a family, is feeling a little lonely. Adds a lot for him.
That's true. That's true. All right, I'll give
Maybe
it
Cassie
for that.
should wish that she should find her parents and just ship her on a bus, go to some school, some random place. She was like a runaway.
Well, I
Same
feel
thing,
like
right?
Cassie
I
would
don't
be
even
like,
know what's
please
going
tell
on
me
with
who
Cassie.
like the Phantom Ranger is. Would have
Yeah,
been my
that
wish.
would have been a great one.
I wish I could know who the Phantom Ranger
That's
is.
so weird that I can't believe, for some odd reason, I
Perfect.
cannot believe. I really wish. I want to. My job now is going to be to interview the people that wrote Power Rangers Turbo. Just ask them one specific thing. You build all this stuff with the intention of never paying it off. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And you guys, they didn't care. They were just like, oh, is this a check? And that was it. They were happy.
I mean, it just seems so bizarre that they would do that and not give any kind of resolution to anything. Now I understand if they were saying, oh, in space we were supposed to reveal all the identity of the Phantom Ranger. Why would you even wait that long? Because he's in like 2 episodes of space.
Right? And we just drag it on through, and everyone's supposed to be happy with it, but no one was.
And
It's
then
the
Cassie
one
just
big mystery.
Just think of Cassie if this were real. She's gonna die brokenhearted, knowing she's never gonna know the identity of this robot guy.
But it's
Poor
like
Cassie.
it's like the ultimate ghosting. Like you didn't
It
even know
is.
who he was in
Yep.
the first place, and now you don't know.
Well,
who
he's
was.
a phantom.
He
so
literally,
he can go.
but he literally ghosted her when he was like, "All right, goodbye," and just walked off and ghosted away. So it's just where it's like, "You'll never find
Yeah.
me. You can't call me. It's done. It's done, and that's it." My question is for this episode.
Over.
My question for this episode was, why is the Blue Senturion finally here, and why wasn't he there during any of the Phantom Ranger
Another
stuff?
great question. Why is the Blue Senturion
Because he's
such a
helping
goof?
people fix their bicycles, man. So now we finally know what he does in his spare time. He's not hanging out with Ninjor in their like little fighting situation together. He is out there in the community helping people fix their broken bicycles.
This is Jazzer's favorite Power Ranger character, by the way. Let's not get that.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Jazzer, but I'm going to let you know, they didn't do him any justice.
He fixed bicycles. He's cool,
Aesthetically, he is dope. Yes.
though?
I mean, come on. You
Like
clearly
his
know he's
spare
a cop.
time, he's super powerful, and he sees people on the street, and it's like, I'll put this new tire, and now I'm evil.
Yeah, I
also
mean, yeah,
think-
well, true.
Wasn't
true.
the episode where he's like giving out parking tickets, and it's like, what a douchebag Power Ranger! Like, really way to win over the parents there. This
Yeah,
douchebag.
well,
Really?
as long as he's not wearing a suit this time.
I
Like,
swear, there is an episode where he's like,
Oh my god, the
Remember that
jacket, the
shit?
giant
Oh, that was
jacket that
terrible.
Ashley created. I don't know, I like that. That's probably my favorite episode of Blue Centurion so far.
God.
But also, like, man, the wishes, I hate shows that deal with wishes. There was, like, this one of DuckTales, and it was a movie, and they wish for stupid things, and it doesn't amount to
I
anything.
remember that.
It's super annoying. It's like, I wish for all my toys to be alive, and they have to spend a wish, like, being like, no, don't make the toys
Now
alive.
let's wish the toys
And I
alive.
don't understand why Divatox having this wish, the first one isn't like, I hope all the Power Rangers just instantly kill over and die. Like, or I hope that the Earth becomes mine in the next, like, hour. Or,
Yeah,
like, hey,
anything,
maybe,
anything.
like, maybe one of my plans actually succeeds. Like, no, she was like, I want the Blue Senturion evil, even though he only shows up for, like, 20% of my plans to fault me anyway. Divatox, god damn it, you can do better than this. It's super annoying.
Would you say Divatox is their worst, like, main villain
Yeah.
so far?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, they did
so
not take the
dumb.
time to write for her properly at all. And it's unfair because they take Divatox and it's like, here I am, I'm coming to play this villain. I was in a movie, I was busy doing something, I'm back. And you bring me back and you don't give me any A-game. You give me shit and it gets worse.
has a wish
From the
and she
moment
was
she
like-
shows back up as the actress.
It's so
It
terrible.
gets
The
worse.
writing
And
is
I'm like, I'm
terrible.
so sorry for you. I'm so sorry for you.
Sometimes I wonder. I was like, man, like this actually aired. Like it was on Fox Kids. Like
Yeah.
an executive was like, yeah, we're gonna do it. We got it. And then somebody said, oh, this is great. I like the script. This is the final version of what you put out.
I don't think anyone
And then
said that.
For
I
sure,
don't
the
think anyone
writer. For
said
sure,
that.
the writer was like,
Really?
that was a joke. They actually approved this one. Like
Yeah.
That's what I think. Oh my god.
Haim Saban was taking a nap during this era of Power Rangers.
I will say a
Or
good
just
thing.
rolling
with-
around in his money from the previous
Yep.
season, because man, the
Yep.
other seasons it's been ramping up, going really, really good, and then all of a sudden
Oh,
it
you
took
know
a turn
what?
for the worst.
I have
Yeah.
a great. Oh, my computer's over there. JDF told me a great story. It's on my computer. It's going to be an article about how he left.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
he gives a real
Interesting.
version of what happened. I'll summarize it real quick though.
Well, do you want to just hold it because
Okay.
it's like a big reveal kind of thing?
It's not. I mean,
Or do you want to?
I don't write on this website anymore. I'm just gonna fucking tell you. So, here's what happened: is that he went into Haim Saban. All right. First of all, there was rumors on set that Haim Saban wasn't making himself present, so nobody felt like there was a connection to Haim Saban.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So JDF was like, I have a great relationship with him. So he went into the office, and he pretty much said, like, hey, like, I think, people want to see more of you.
Yeah.
And at this point, like, Haim got kind of defensive, and was like, I don't care. I don't know. He says something. I'll play out the full transcription. But he said something, and JDF was like kind of rubbed the wrong way. And he's like, well, you know what? I'll finish up, but I'm gonna leave after this season. And then they pretty much said, well, if you leave, then we're getting rid of all your cast. And then he said,
No, dude.
That's a shitty
not-
position to put him in.
and then
Come on,
then
dude.
that's what he talked about. He talks about like how it was kind of like, man, like
He doesn't want to be responsible
I don't want
for
to be
everyone
responsible
else's.
for it, but he's like, I got to do what's best
Yeah.
for me. So he left. That's what happened.
Oh man,
Wow.
that's rough.
Yeah.
But so they didn't still get rid of the
They
well,
did
they
get rid
kind
of the
of
whole
they
cast
did
except
get rid of
Justin.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Damn. So that was like the whole.
Then why
transfer-
keep Justin? He's my least favorite Power Ranger.
God,
The writing
dude.
for him is so
It's
terrible.
almost
So
like
bad.
they
So
it's almost like
terrible.
Haim Saban at the time was probably mad at the fans. He was like, "Oh, we're getting rid of your favorites, but we're keeping the one that you hate."
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Like, especially Adam Rose, like, man, Adam should have been like the star of the show.
Yeah, and it was like
been
no,
so good.
and they just anything that you liked, we were taking away. Like you said,
But it
I
would
don't
change.
know how he did
You
that.
think about the history of what that would have changed, because you got to think: would Adam have probably become the Red Ranger?
Yeah.
When they went to space, would Adam have been the Red Ranger, or would have been the Black Ranger? Like, how would that have worked with Andros? Because, or even if, I think the space season would have been completely different.
It would have. So maybe it all worked out for the best, but I don't know. This Turbo season, especially the second half, is like extremely difficult to get through for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
we're
really
getting a
tough.
little bit better. Like that last episode showed promise, but man, they're just falling through with like tying up these loose ends, and I don't understand. Like, even if it's a crappy way to like, hey, the Phantom Ranger is this guy, and he's never gonna show up again. It's like, oh, all right, well, closure. It doesn't feel good. Kind of feels like the end of Lost. But, you know,
Oh wow,
Yeah.
yeah, huh?
it's
It
like
was
doesn't,
wait,
it
I
doesn't have to be
expected this,
satisfying,
I
but there was
didn't
an ending. There was an
Yeah,
ending.
that's
and
true.
I can cope with it.
But good thing is, we did get to see Blue Senturion fight. I didn't even know he really had a sword, and I got to see him use it. He actually can handle his business.
No, he's
That
pretty
was
good.
something I
but,
was like, dang,
Do you
he's a
think
pretty
all
good
the
fighter.
other planets hate the planet the Blue Centurion's from because it's all a cop planet? Like, it's all donut houses and fucking coffee shops. You
No,
think?
they're robots. So,
Yeah. That's
true.
You know, blah, blah. I mean, we did find out TJ's bad at math on this episode.
that's
Well,
true.
what's the name was like? He was like, yeah, that gives him. She was like, 3. Oh, 3. That's it. I was like, God damn. Like, why is he so stupid? Oh,
Wait,
God.
you came in loving TJ without knowing
I
why you
did,
loved him.
and I was just loving it because I was like, you know, look, I root for everybody black. God damn it, that's probably a bad idea. I'm just saying, after a while, that's what I'm noticing. But I still like him. He has some redeemable
He gets better
quality.
in space. I think that he really
I
shines
hope so.
later in space.
Well, it's probably the writing for him gets a lot better because everyone's like trying to take a sabbatical while writing this. Apparently,
And
yeah,
then,
you're right. There's not a ton of character development with any of the 4 of them. They're all pretty interchangeable.
yeah, like Tonka at least had a lot of stuff, and it's like Kat never really got developed. But then they're like, "Hey, we love what we did for Kat, so now let's do it for all the Rangers." And I'm like,
oh, God,
Why?
don't do
Why?
this.
Why?
Don't
Kat
do this.
Kat is such an underserved. Like she did.
and she was on there for so much longer, and like had so
Yes,
many
yes.
like Kat-centric episodes, and still like don't know anything about her.
Nothing.
Well, she was a diver.
But then
Oh,
she couldn't swim in that movie where she jumped off the cliff and
Yeah,
Tommy
she
still had to
jumped in
save her.
the
She broke her leg, didn't she, or something?
I don't know. She did.
Did she?
She does have a lot of weak ankles. They wrote that in for her quite a lot. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's her Achilles heel.
Yeah.
And every time it happens over and over, and she asks, Tommy.
Hey, what I want to talk to you guys right now about is Cosmic
Right.
Protectors.
That segue came out of
All
nowhere.
right, let's go ahead and break
Speaking
into
of
a
something
little
that is
bit of
good
blood.
writing.
Yes, there you go.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. I love
That's
it.
a
That's a
segue.
segue.
I was like,
Yeah.
man.
So tell us
rough
about good
turn.
writing, Joe.
We did the table read for episode 2, and the notes that I got back when we did it was episode 2 is really good.
It's better than the first one.
That's what you got.
That's what you guys said. It was like there are literally no notes that
No,
were like.
well, we were like, man.
Well,
this
you
was,
just wait till we give it a proper read through.
I want this to happen. This is stupid.
There's no notes in episode 2, so everything flows really well. The characters are better fleshed out in one
Yes,
episode.
and
Dialogue
very
is a
true.
lot better.
Very true.
Yeah.
And
Very
then-
true. Joe said, "Hey, I don't." Should I even say it this way? But
Yeah.
hey, I don't want to be Chip Lynn.
Yeah.
That's literally what you said.
I don't
That's
know.
what you said.
Actually, who wrote this episode? You go back in. Yeah, I don't want to be Chip Lynn. That's
I told you. Like I told you. 'Cause it was like, I don't want to be Chip Lynn as a writer.
Yeah, no. There's more character development. Like you get to know these characters way more in our first 2 episodes than you do the whole season of
of this show.
It's true.
Turbo,
true.
unfortunately, is not something that you want to walk away and remember, but Cosmic Protectors definitely is.
Yeah.
And it's something that you'll love from the very opening sequence of issue 1. It will hold your attention, and trust me, at the last panel of issue 1, there will be questions that will be raised. You'll want to
But
know
it's
exactly
not going
what's
to be
happening.
like Phantom Ranger. We are
Oh, no,
actually going to
yes,
have
exactly.
payoff to every single arc
Exactly.
and
Yeah,
every
every-
single
you'll have
character.
everything.
every single plot line definitely has a payoff. And we've been developing so many of the fleshing out so many of the characters.
Oh.
It's so fun. But even like the villains are kind of like fun to write because they're
Oh,
just like
man.
they're just so whimsical,
Yeah.
so bizarre.
And it's a great thing about it. It's like, really, we took the time to give the fans exactly what you've been asking for from the show, and we're going to make sure that we provide this to you in the audio drama form, in the motion comic.
But you may
You'll be
ask,
able to get it all.
How do you join Cosmic Protectors? Well, you can follow us on all social media on
We have
Instagram,
Facebook,
Instagram, Twitter as well.
That's right.
And also on our Patreon page.
Patreon page. That's right. Also, the Illuminati YouTube channel is going to be putting up small little videos of character intros.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that's right.
Jessica's is going to go up any day because that's done. But each character you're going to get introduced to with their colored art, because that'll already be revealed from our patrons that have that tier. But from the colored artwork, and you get a little gist of the character's backstory and kind of like where they're at and how they get introduced. So it's pretty cool. And if you guys, this is a chance for a lot of you guys too to become Power Rangers yourselves and act in scenes with other Power Rangers.
That's right. That's
Like
right.
Tracy Lynn Cruz, who we've already announced as our first Ranger coming back.
Yep, as Counselor Hammond.
Yes.
Which
So
is great.
check it out. Cosmic Protectors on Patreon. Support us. We're not asking for you guys to fully fund this. We're just asking for your support. Check it out because it's going to come out regardless if you fund it or not. So just check it out. Let's give this episode a ranking, and there are some notes and errors, a lot of errors in this episode, actually.
All right, so what we want from you guys is your ranking. While we do get your rankings, we'll go over just a few notes, tell you guys about some of the errors that happened in this episode, because there are way too
Did you
many.
just literally repeat everything I just said?
Just
All
had
right,
to
Joe,
give
what
them
you
the
got?
direction.
In the Millennium Message, it was stated the Blue Senturion could not be programmed to be evil. The wishing coin seemed to be the only loophole in that. There are errors in this episode. So
Only one loophole.
The Wicked Wishers somehow snuck up on Justin to steal the coin without being seen by either the Rangers or Justin.
What?
The Blue Senturion reappears in this episode after several episodes, not to feature him and without an explanation about his absence.
He's fixing bikes, man.
During his second visit to the fountain, the Wisher attempted to wish for a lizard with a coin
It was so
that
freaking weird.
he could not enhance. After the Wisher uppercutted TJ, what appears to be the second Demon Racer car can be seen behind him. After the battle with Huawei Bonza, his
What?
car had been taken into storage at the Pegasus Garage. This is all from Car Ranger. The Car Ranger base right in front of where the battle took place. After the evil Centurion blasted down TJ, there was a shot where you can see that he is in a forest, although the fight took place in a city. The error occurs only because this shot was taken out of the sequence from the forest battle in order to replace a shot of the Japanese merchant, although it's unclear why they didn't just cut the shot and leave it in there. When the Centurion fires a blast from his Synergizer, baton mode at the Rangers clearly backflipped down.
Wow.
That's it.
So, guys, what do you guys give it before we find out what the audience gives it?
Solid one.
Okay.
I would actually say the same, just because Divatox had a wish. She technically had 3 of them,
Yeah.
and her first wish was to make the Blue Senturion evil. And I'm like, what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
why couldn't you just wish for the end of the Rangers?
Yeah.
Not that hard.
Or just to have Earth be yours,
maybe
or like
she
to
just-
have all the gold. I don't
maybe
even
she
know
does
what
it-
her main objective
Yeah, I don't even know
is.
what her objective is.
I don't think she wants to win.
What does she want? No one knows.
Does she want
She
money?
doesn't
Does she
even
be
know.
like, I want all the gold. I love gold. You know, or like, I don't know. Whatever her end game is, I'm not sure what she's driving at or what she
I don't-
wants. She doesn't really want to kill the Rangers.
I don't
She doesn't
even
really
think-
want the money.
Maybe
doesn't-
she just wants to like live an unfettered life, and she doesn't really care. She probably doesn't want to be like evil or good. I just want to be able to do whatever I want to do.
Then why
That
are we
could be
having
it.
her as like an antagonist? Go to some other planet. I'm sure there's a lot that you can like do weird, boring stuff.
But I think it's more. It could be pressed on her water out of Avatar, and then you're like, wait, what? Why'd you show up here? Why are you here with your piranha? Oh God! But okay.
But your
so
rating, what is yours?
Oh man, this one gets. I really hated it, so I'm definitely giving this one a 0.
Jeez. And then we have Blackwing. This episode
Or
was
I
so
should've
boring.
given it
Out
a
of
4.
5.
3, right? A 4. I hated this episode. Give it a 3. So Blackwing is total boring out of 5.
Yep. What else we got?
Comrade Blur 01 gives it a 1. Jared Hodges 2 out of 5. Thomas Franco -1. Larry Newbill gives it a 0. I believe and agree with you. I would give it a 3.5 out of 5.
By the way,
says
we're opening
Robo
your
P.
package on the next show, Larry.
Yes.
well,
Thank you
that
so
sounded
much.
really
Yeah, well. Edward Sanchez gives it a 4. Mikey Perez gives it a 2. And that is about it.
And we
All
have
right.
one more episode, the concluding episode to this 2-story arc, which is
God.
Beware the Third Wish.
No. Gardener of
kidding.
the Gardener of Evil.
The Gardener of
The
Evil.
Gardener
Fuck.
of Evil.
Fucked it up
Now
again.
remember, we ended the
Damn it.
last episode.
This is how engaged and turbo that I am, guys.
Exactly,
I don't
exactly.
care.
Don't
All
care.
the episodes are interchangeable. They all suck.
She's like, can we just end this?
All right.
I give it a 3. I'm out of here.
Oh,
Walks
yeah.
right out.
Oh, no. I actually really like this because we get to see, like, Jerome's soulmate.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
all right. With the
You're the
yes,
booth and the manipulator. I was like,
yes. So the
Give them
Gardener
some
of Evil.
personal ads. Introduce them. That's all
A
I have to say. Are we
misconnection
done?
here. That's what they miss. Are we? So we know that they broke the pinball machine,
Yep.
and essentially what they do now, we're worried about what's going on with the last coin. We gotta find it, but we gotta find Larry Newbill's super chat first. Larry
Thank you
Newbill
so
hits us with a
much,
super
Larry
chat.
Newbill.
He says, "Awesome, Joe. I'm watching you guys and the Chiefs game.
Go sports.
So bravo, not bad.
Oh, no.
Porto said something kind of interesting on this episode for me, where he says, this is my most dangerous monster yet. And then the monster says he worked up the appetite there. Now, the thing is, are they aliens or are they monsters? Because Porto doesn't make them, but yet he says this is my most dangerous monster yet.
Yeah,
and
but
then
doesn't make
a
him,
door comes open.
He just
and
calls
he's
them up
walking-
and he was like, "Hey, monster."
Yeah,
So
maybe they're just people that Porto knows. He's a connected guy.
But he's, hey, I got the connections. I'm gonna call.
Hey, I got the connections.
I got him like this. I got him
Porto's
like that.
calling. I love that guy. You know,
Hey,
And
don't
then
worry
they all
about it. I got him like
explode.
this. I got him like this.
Porto.
I got him just like this.
But I feel
Porto's
like-
the junior of.
That's what I was going for. I didn't know you were gonna catch
But
it.
in the friend community, I figure after like the first 20 of them blew up, and Fire Race was like, "Yo, Portal's calling. Don't pick up. Don't pick up. Let's get called. We gotta block this call. Gotta block it."
Is that Porto? No.
Fuck these guys.
Porto's like, hey, I had a question of you guys. Oh, fuck you! And they just hang up the
Yeah.
call. I would not deal with it. My second question also is: do the citizens recognize Blue Senturion as a hero, or do they even have an idea of who and what he is?
Yo, he fixed bikes.
Yeah,
ride a
like,
bike,
that
you know who he is.
Is he like the Mr.
I think
Ro-
he helps cats
Mr.
out of the tree too. You know, so
He's like the Mr. Roper of Sesame Street. Like, oh, my bike's broken. He's, oh, hero, come and fix it.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. Like, they only recognize him as the guy that fixes bikes, or do they recognize him as, oh, this intergalactic hero that's here to save us? That's actually from the past,
I don't know. But,
from the
then
future.
but if he's also handing out tickets, like, "Oh, it's that douchey robot."
Yeah, oh,
Spray
guys,
with water.
Yeah, get out of here. It's a douchey robot. Throw the bees. He just breaks like he does all the time.
Or maybe they know him as like that really fashionable robot,
Oh,
a giant robot wearing that giant suit. I don't know.
Oh, God. I just think the city has to hate him. They really do. There makes no sense for anything about it. But you're right. We do get Lieutenant Stone's moment with the, well, at least we find the real love of his
Yeah,
life.
the nursery,
Which is-
the
yeah,
nursery. Lady.
God.
Yeah,
Why didn't Stone take the job? He
don't
loves manure. You know, like
Maybe they used to date and like they connected over their love of manure, but they had like a falling out.
He's running
and-
his fucking shake
Ernie's-
shop or whatever.
yeah,
whatever he's doing
the
out
juice
there.
bar, man.
The juice bar.
Dude, I'm
Juice bar's
telling
been
you.
there since season 1. Get
Jerome-
it straight.
I'm telling you
Jerome's juice
guys,
bar.
it's literally a front, and Jerome took it over, and that's why he won't leave that place.
Yes.
It's a front for something. They're money laundering, whatever. I don't know what's going on, but it's horrible. Oh, God. So,
What do you guys
this
rate
is all-
this in the
yes,
chat?
exactly. What do you guys rate it in the chat? The
I don't
episode wasn't
care.
too big, wasn't too special. Was there anything that stood out for anyone that was in this episode?
Diva drones.
Oh, my God!
Yeah,
That was ahead of its time.
true.
Yeah,
That
they
is true.
right, pretty much.
that was
Later,
God, that was so
later,
weird. I
Beyonce
thought-
was like, "Oh my God, I watched this episode. I know what I'll call my fans: the Beehive, the Beehive." And,
I don't
you
know.
that's
It
it.
reminded me of like that Blind Melon music video, the bee, and like the girl trying to like find her soulmate, and then she finds a field of bees, and she's just like, "What?
No rain.
Yes, no rain."
No, oh yeah, there you go.
We're gonna get dinged if we see
Oh
Okay.
shoot, that's
Oh,
right.
but yeah, if you haven't seen that, that's
How much is
also
up to
what it
fair
reminded me
use?
of.
I don't even. Oh my God, I don't know. Okay.
So what do you rate it?
This
Out of 5
episode,
Bs.
out of 5 Bs, I'm giving this
Solid
episode.
one.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't that great
One.
for me. What didn't stand out? Nothing about this was special. I give this
Justice's
episode a
dad
1.
came back, but we all know that he's a dickbag, so I don't really care.
That's the only
Why
thing
is
that
he a
made
dickbag,
it.
though?
Because he
He
left
left
Justice on his
him.
own. His mom died, and then he was like, I gotta close the dojo, but he's been in school for a year, and he's like, well, it took me over a year, and if you didn't wish for it, like, against my my will, the wishing well made me show up here.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good
I guess I got a job here now.
Justice's
Was it
dad
you?
is
Was it
a
you?
bag of dicks.
Yes,
So,
that's
I'm telling you, they didn't show that scene, but he was like, I guess I am working here
yeah, he
now.
just popped
Was
up
it
like,
you?
shit, I
Was
gotta-
it you? You
I gotta
little
take care
shit.
of my child, and
I don't think Turbo's the worst season.
oh no.
No?
No.
There's worse?
I think.
Oh, God.
Okay, what do I have to look forward to? as
Yeah,
being the
exactly.
worst-
Yeah,
one of
what's
the
the
worst
worst?
seasons. I have like 25 years, 23 more years to catch up to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Apparently.
honestly, I think Megaforce. Oh no, Samurai also.
Oh.
I think Samurai's worse.
Huh.
Personally,
Okay.
All right. Can't wait till we get
All
there.
right.
it's worse. Well, it's so far.
But actually, I can't wait for space since that's actually supposed to pick up in a little
Actually,
bit.
once you get to
Whoa.
space and Lost Galaxy, like back to back are so good.
Okay.
Really?
And even tying in the Lightspeed Rescues is still really good.
Okay.
Time Force, I
can live with
know
that.
a lot of people like Time Force. I think it's super overrated. I think
We
Time
know.
Force takes a slope. I also think Wild Force is just okay. but you get the Forever Red episode in that, so it makes up for it.
All right.
Wow.
But yeah, like, I don't know. So we got our ratings, which is all basically a 1.
And well, they give it a 1 too, so we don't have to
People
do
are,
that.
definitely.
So the
everyone's
notes
giving
on
it a
this
1.
episode: the Diva drones would later turn up as added grunts in the Lightspeed Rescue video game for Nintendo 64.
Oh.
Blue Senturion refers to one of the Diva drones as a Space Bee, which is what they are called in Car Ranger. The pinball machine Bulk and Skull attempt to put the coin into is Theater of Magic. Part of the episode features a scene at the Culver Hotel in Culver City, California.
Wow. Love that place.
Couple airs. During the recap segment, Malos stated that the evil Blue Centurion wish was the first wish, and that the second wish was Elgar's hair. That it was only the other way around in the actual episode.
Yeah, it was.
Saban reintroduced the monster, although he had been in previous episode. Wild Weeder's voice was much deeper than it was in the last episode from this point onward.
Didn't even notice.
No.
But also wasn't paying like 100%, attention. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know, some episodes are pretty interesting. Like the first one we talked about. Had high hopes for it, but no payoff. That sucks. This one, that's a 2-parter, and honestly don't care.
Really?
Ryan Mellon was my favorite part of that whole episode. The little girl trying to find her hive of bees and where she belongs.
That's it. That was about it. That was about it. After that, it was like I didn't care.
Sorry if you guys
it
like
says
this episode.
Wild Force has some of the best Zords and suits of all time, but mid-plot. I'm not a Zord guy, so I could care less. That's my thing.
But yeah, if you want to stay tuned, we are doing the Ranger show next. We are going to
We're gonna talk about Beast. Yeah, we're gonna open the Blaze packet.
Talk about Beast Morphers.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Beast
And I'm
Morphers,
super
and
excited for that.
we're so happy to have received a care package.
But yeah,
And
tune in
that's
for
what we're
that.
going to.
It's gonna be going live now. Just kidding. We gotta sign off first, and then we'll.
Yeah,
go
we'll be
next
going
time.
live in like probably 7 minutes. So thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to hit that bell, subscribe, and get those notifications. So this way you're able to keep up to date with everything trending.
And
And
geek
geek pop culture.
Bye.